It's Tech Tuesday, and we're going to visit our friend PHIA from the virtual reality show. Let's see what she's doing. She's going to show off some really interesting VR chat worlds. Now, this is something I have not gotten into yet. I will get a VR headset. I'm very interested in going in. I want to build things. I want to look at things, and I want to go a little crazy at a club. And I want to film it. Watch out.
VRChat is a place of ultimate creativity. Practically anything you could imagine someone has made, whether that's an avatar, worlds to explore,
dance,
games to play with friends, or discover
and then
new
I'll lose
friends
Christy,
inside.
right?
And last year, we covered a whole list of some of our favorite places to explore. But honestly, we have barely scratched the surface of what's really out there. So here we are again with a brand new list of worlds that you need to check out.
Was she in a Jello
now, some
bed?
of you might recognize a few of these older worlds, but regardless of age of creation, everything on here is, in our opinion, pretty amazing. And who knows, even if you have 50,000 hours in VRChat, you might just find your next favorite world in this video.
We've got a bunch of goodies, and we'll mark which worlds are PC only and Quest compatible using colors,
it's so cool.
So let's get started.
Okay, so I figured we could start nice and mellow with some of my favorite chill worlds. These are places just to relax with friends or yourself and just enjoy the ambiance. First off is
I wonder if
Saw's
Starlet's
Cozy
still here
Club.
because she
so
plays.
This has kind of turned into my go-to meetup location for meeting with people across Quest and PC
That's cool
platforms.
looking.
It's well optimized and kind of has everything depending on the mood. Balcony fireplaces with
Damn.
view, check. Crazy rave venue, check. An aquarium hallway with a very sus bar, you bet. It's just a nice place to meet up with a large group of people. But if you're looking for something a bit more extravagant, New Eden's lavish Starlight Spire, a surprisingly well-optimized world, will have you feeling like you just walked into a top hotel in Vegas. Everything is velvet, gold, and very plush, and it very much so reminds me of home. And if you want a bit more of a condensed space, Apartment 420 ticks all of the aesthetic boxes.
Holy shit.
Neon.
Oh, look at the neon, man. Hold on. Let's look at that neon.
Bit more of a condensed space.
That was
Apartment
crazy.
420
Look at that, man. That's really crazy. That's crazy.
It ticks all of the aesthetic boxes. Neon, rain, and cyber. But I think my two favorite parts of this world are the working shower and the pretty incredible so-called shader box. This is where you can hop into a little holodeck-like area and quite literally get lost in a variety of trippy shaders. But next is a place that I have absolutely fallen in love with. In Hotel Morningstar, you can practically smell the cigarette smoke and wallpaper. But in terms of immersion, that's kind of a good thing. The whole place has a really put together atmosphere that really makes me feel like I'm in an actual place. And it makes those hotel lobby conversations in public worlds happen really organically. Just great views, great performance, and immaculate vibes here. And along this same vein, I of course have to mention Music and Chill. Well, chill world to listen to a massive variety of music. But the cool thing here is that you don't need any links or URLs. The world has a nice UI that allows you to search for and find the music you want to listen to, all without ever copy-pasting a single letter.
Personally, I can't get enough of super cozy worlds, and fitting enough, almost all of these have been my homeworld at some point, which, starting with my current one, is Starry Nights. Inspired by the famous painting by Vincent van Gogh, Starry Nights has a soft, moody atmosphere in a small but lovely, dimly lit house. There's a heated pool in the middle of the living room, surrounded by beautiful paintings with some chairs for lounging about. The kitchen is adorable, the bedroom is cozy, and inside the bathroom is a cute bathtub, which is perfect for relaxing in. Plus, there's some little crannies stuffed into the walls, so it's the perfect place to cuddle up and melt into. Dreamwaves is one that I can't believe we didn't cover in the last video because it has something really special that sets it apart, which is this big interactable waterbed. If you have any amount of Phantom Touch, you have to try out poking it or laying in it. Customize the bed however you want, and then go check out the lovely beach area outside for when you want to stare out into the distance for some deep virtual contemplation. Roadreven's Scandinavian Island Home is a 2-story house with a few rooms to get comfy in, as well as a beautiful outdoor sunset.
Wow.
You can walk out to the rocky shore for a better look at the house or ocean, but I enjoy hanging out in the living room with friends for those late night talks. Clouds is filled with pillows and blankets everywhere in an open-air setting inspired by a dreamy interpretation of
This is making me want to get a VR headset like now.
You can climb up just above the ground into these cozy spots and really feel like you're floating well, in heaven. It truly is bliss. Cuddle Me is a lights-off home filled with a deep, soft blue lighting and hanging starlights, which I'm a total sucker for. There's a customizable aquarium, and watching those little fishies swim by when you enter feels like a homey kind of magical. There's multiple sleeping areas you can choose from, like the hammock or one of the beds, but the upstairs is a balcony that looks over the city with some fun props like fireworks to blast off into the distance. And hey, if you want to save any memories you make there, grab the Polaroid camera and take a photo.
This is so cool, man.
If you're extra into the fishy underwater vibe though, the reservoir is a perfect spot to hang out. You can chill on the couches, play some games, or head deeper underwater to submerge yourself into the vibes. There's also a whole above water section if you need a change of scenery without changing worlds.
Okay, we talked about a bunch of chill worlds, which are all great, but VR and VRChat in general has more to offer than hotels and apartments, of course. What about exploring the universe or navigating an endless fractal generation that will split your brain in half? And well, we got just that. The Thad Mandelbox is a fractal exploration world that allows you to fly around in a protective bubble as you navigate through endless Mandelbrot sets. But this isn't just one preset. You're able to pretty much change and modify anything you'd want, from colors to materials to scale, all in real time. And if you find a cool combo, you can even save it and load it to show other people at a later time. And if you're into this sort of thing, honestly, just check out the rest of Thad's stuff as well. It's all along the same trippy, wondrous vein. Now, the next world is a little more tame, but the second I hopped in while checking out worlds for this video, Exoplanet Journey became my new homeworld, and it's been that way ever since. It's a beautiful, admittedly chill world that takes you to planets across the universe. It's the kind of place where you just look off the edge and think about life for a moment and realize how odd it is that you're standing on a ship in a random galaxy staring at a black hole while staring in your living room. Astral Bounds, however, is a much more exploratory experience. You could just sit back and relax and enjoy the view, but hidden all over the world are secrets that unlock a few spectacles that will absolutely make your jaw drop. If you have some time, just explore the whole place and see for yourself. I definitely don't want to spoil the end surprise. Audio Orbs, on the other hand, is a complete switch up. Using a really interesting, unorthodox lighting method, I don't think there's really anything that looks like this in VRChat.
No,
and here's
I can't,
just my recommendation. Throw on your hardest EDM track you have into the audio player, hop onto the world's rail grinding system, and just jam out. It's an unmatched experience that just makes you feel like an absolute badass. And if you want something just a little less flashy but still equally beautiful, check out Beyond a Bit, a Quest-compatible animation world that I know as soon as you try it out,
dude,
you're gonna
I
wanna show all
love
your
this,
friends.
man.
But back to PHIA.
One of the greatest parts of virtual reality isn't that you can just create places from your imagination, but you can visit places that you never thought were possible to visit.
Come on.
If you grew up with video games, it's a likely story that you've at some point dreamt of stepping inside them for yourself. Which for me is Legend of Zelda, and finding the Outset Island world was an incredible surprise, as the moment you load in, you literally experience the title screen as if you're—
Dude, these creators are fantastic. Let's give it up, man. One's in the chat for these guys creating this. These awesome men and women that are creating these experiences, man. These are so cool. This is one reasons why I really love games where you can build things, because you just go super creative. You can get super lost in these depending upon how good these creators are. Everything I've seen here is awesome. The fact that Thrillseeker and PHIA are taking the time out to point out like these really cool places, man. That's one of the things I used to do in Second Life way back in the day. when I was an advertising dude, I had a place called Really Cool Places, and I did basically essentially what they're doing now is I would find like the coolest places in Second Life, and I would like basically like advertise for those companies. They would pay me in lindens, and then boom, people would go to these places. So it's actually really cool to see them doing this in VRChat.
You're about to start the adventure yourself. Explore around the iconic map, gathering rupees before you're even able to unlock any mirrors.
This is really
in the
cool.
world.
This is
they're
really
making
cool.
you work for your mirror dwelling privileges while enjoying a full day-night cycle with even an occasional storm. If you want to pass the time, you can literally play the Song of Passing with the Wind Waker that's at the beginning of the map. You can go inside all the buildings or climb to the top of the tower for a beautiful view of the island itself. It's a really high quality recreation. I encourage any fans of the series to check out themselves. And although I mentioned this world in the last video, I've gotta shout out one more Zelda recreation, which is Majora's Mask.
Oh,
it's gotten
get out
lots
of
of
here,
improvements
man.
since the last time I mentioned it, and there's still a lot more in the works. As I mentioned last time, there's a full 3-day cycle entire menu system in literally every area from the game to explore. Now there's a lot of new items that you can collect, including every mask in the game found at exactly the spot that Link unlocks them. You can get heart pieces, play the ocarina, and since last time, full vertex lighting has been added to create that exact distorted moodiness that the 3DS version of the game captures so perfectly. In the near future, there'll even be NPCs on a full time schedule and eventually playable dungeons too. It's a must-see for any Zelda nerd like myself. If you're into the cyberpunk bartending action game Valhalla, you will be ecstatic to find that one extremely popular world at the moment is Midnight Bar, a 3D interpretation of the game where you and your friends can roleplay out being bartenders or customers looking for the perfect mixed drink. The drinks all have the same names as in the game, and you can throw on the OST on the jukebox in the back of the room while you mess around mixing drinks off the menu. Just be careful you don't have one too many, or you might find yourself actually blacking out, so please do your virtual drinking responsibly. Now, Omori's fanbase is very dedicated, and it has been recreated in VRChat all in 3D for you to explore. Step inside Sunny's headspace for yourself to journey around key areas you'll remember from the game. Although some areas are still a WIP, it'll take you a while to wander around everything there is to see. Or just sit in the White Room, waiting and waiting and waiting. Alright, you all know that the Wii was one of the most popular home consoles of all time, and you've likely had or played one at some point in your life. Wii Sports Resort, Wii Fit, and Wii Fit Plus all showcased this iconic secluded getaway, Woohoo Island.
Get out of here. I can walk around in it. I said this to Christy like every day that I wanted to just be able to walk around in it. You know, because in Wii Sports, you can't. They just show you the places, and then you go and you play the sport. But I said to myself, like, I would actually like to just, like, walk around. Now, the one I'm talking about is the one on the Switch right now, where it's like a city, and I want to walk around in the city, and I want to, like, check it out and chill out in the city, and I can't, and I get really upset. I'm not quite sure about this particular Wii Sports with the Woohoo Island, because I've never seen it, but damn, I always wanted to, like, walk around in it.
I spent a lot of time here growing up, and now it's a place I can escape to
DEFCON, that's crazy. You're right,
VR.
dude.
There's multiple areas you can teleport to, but I definitely know at some point I am going to run the trails on an omnidirectional treadmill in hopes
Once
that
they
my
know they're
Wii
banning
Fit
the video.
Age will be as young as ever.
Incredible!
Have you ever had that insatiable urge to
What's up,
ride a
Half-Stack?
horse,
Welcome
but
back from
you
last
don't
night. Did you have fun
actually
last
really
night?
want to ride a horse? Well, Horseback Mountain allows you to get most of the experience without the downsides. Hop on the saddle and gallop away with friends, or just go straight Skyrim with it.
I would
and
love
catch a
that
good
trip.
view. And once you've had enough horse time, you can hop over to probably my favorite karaoke
Horse
world,
Pocket.
the Twisted Whisker Karaoke Bar. Tons of music, a nice chill vibe, but of course, if singing
good,
isn't
man.
your thing, maybe
Welcome
dancing
back home.
is. VR Dancing 4.0 allows you to dance along with popular music, meme songs, the whole 9 yards. It's also a really good workout. But if you don't give a duck about any of that, Udon Bird Sanctuary allows you to hang out with a bunch of ducks and geese, which is surprisingly calming. And it'll make you feel pretty wanted as all the ducks will follow you around as you feed them all sorts of different food
We had tornadoes
That
in
is
Ohio
until
here.
you realize the whole time they were just in it for the food. All I'm gonna say is whatever you do, don't mess with the geese. And okay, so this one's coming out of total left field.
We
but it's
ended up
actually
doing
kind of
it last
insane.
night, but
This
way later.
is Club Gumball, a crazy psychedelic journey through time and space with crazy shaders and rainbows. In total screaming color fashion, the creator of this world is known for these rainbow worlds, and this one absolutely does not disappoint. Grab a couple friends, hop in, and as the description states, discover your true power
Me too,
together.
Futz. I talked about it a little bit this
VRChat
morning.
game worlds many times on this channel, but there are still some ones I haven't mentioned and some newbies that I've enjoyed. A big one
Hurry back,
being
Half-Stack.
Project Aincrad, a VRChat recreation of Sword Art Online that is constantly getting updated by a full development
That
team of
8-bit music.
enthusiast
I'm a
players.
sucker for the
Even
8-bit
the
music.
menu looks just like the one from the anime. And it's one of the only worlds to have a full save system that keeps your progress. Combine this with PvE and PvP, you're looking at a really fun place that you can get lost in for hours. Speaking of getting lost for hours, I really hate to admit it, but I have been addicted to idle tapping games more than a few times in my life. So when I discovered Idle Home, I knew I had to put it on this list. What doubles as a cozy hangout spot also has a fully functional idle game where you tap adorably mean-looking monsters with a weapon to get gold. The more gold you get, the more strong you become, and the more weapons you can get your hands on. There's even daily boosts and unlocks, as well as a save system where you can copy and paste the code every time you enter or leave, which certainly leaves motivation to come back. Do you play VRChat but have social anxiety? Do you have an awkward time trying to talk to people and make friends? Well, No Time to Talk is the perfect solution to getting conversations started with other users.
Dude, I think the crazy thing is that there's a lot of people that have social anxieties that play these types of games, like social games. And man, like I said, I used to play Second Life a lot, and there were a lot of mean people in there. And I thought to myself, man, if 90% of the people that are playing these games, and that's a very high stat, I don't know what the stat is, but like I would imagine that a lot of people that have social anxieties gravitate towards these games. And if they do, like the crazy thing is when you get in there, a lot of people are really mean. So it's so important to find like a circle that would be like supportive and positive. I wonder if there's something that you could like where you could rate these different places. You know, they're finding these really cool places for us, but I wish there was like something that they could rate like on a level of like 5 stars versus 1 star. Like the people itself that use these places are actually cool people. not douches.
Select from a variety of interests that you have and get paired with a random person
what
in the
happened
world
to Chrono?
for a short amount of time to get conversations.
Did he type something
rolling
inappropriate
based
and the
off
bot
similar
banned him
interests.
again?
It's a great way to make friends or get to know people better, so if you're looking to expand your VRChat social circle, this is a must check out place.
Tell him I'll have
Blackout
to wait
is a
till
very
to see
similar
what he
game to
typed.
Murder,
Tell
but
him
since it's come
I
out,
will, but I
find
have to see what he
myself playing
typed.
this one more. Inside the
'Cause
manor,
he's been
certain
warned
players
multiple
are selected
times.
as the murderers, trying to prevent the innocent players from finding.
Hold on. We got an issue right now. This is one of the things that I really hate because it takes down the show. And this is the one thing that I always yell at Chrono for. Chrono got banned again. Now, if you don't know who Chrono is, Chrono writes inappropriate things, and the bot is always doing something to him. I wonder what he typed this time. I'm gonna look in the filter and see what Chrono typed and why the bot has banned him. Hold on a second. Let me look. You guys aren't able to see what I'm seeing. Hold on a second. Chrono. Hold on. See? And it ruins the show. It ruins the momentum. And this is what I'm trying to tell him. Hold on. What did he tell?
Shame.
I might ban him from the Discord from what I'm seeing on here, dude. Chrono, what are you doing, dude? Tell him that I'm putting him in his timeout seat and that he better behave seriously because I'm actually considering kicking him out of the Discord. I can't believe you typed that. Tell him I can't believe what he typed. I could get deplatformed for that. We could literally all lose this morning show for what he typed. Oh my God. Wow.
Finding all the keys in the house.
Wow, Chrono. I'm very disappointed in him. Tell him I'm very disappointed in him, and he knows why. He always tests. He's always testing. He's going to ruin it for all of us.
It's definitely
He's going to ruin it for all of
hilarious
us.
social experience that I can't recommend enough. And finally, the back rooms.
Unbelievable.
I don't think I had to explain
I can't even
what back
share it.
rooms
That's
is
how
to
bad
any
it
of
is.
you. It's a
I can't
classic
even
piece
share
of
it.
internet culture. So it only makes sense that there's
Thank
a
you,
few
Luigi.
horror-inspired backroom maps on
Thank you.
VRChat. This one I played with some
Unbelievable
friends
that I
and it
have
was
to daddy him all the
horrifying. So
time.
if you're into scary maps and laughing at your
Unbelievable,
friends screaming with
Chrono.
little girls, you definitely have to try it out.
Okay, so I've been waiting for this section. This area of worlds has
Unbelievable.
quickly, without a doubt, turned into my favorite subsection of VRChat worlds. The surreal. Places that can't exist anywhere else.
Oh, that's
and you
cool.
also really can't truly experience them or anything like this in any other medium than VR. And some of you might be familiar with these, but if you're not, I urge you, every single world I'm about to list is not only worth your time, but you might just think a little differently about VR in general if you allow yourself to get lost in them. And I also won't be showing too much of the worlds in the video because I really don't want to spoil them for you.
I can't even make the video.
Terracotta Valley is
Fingers, that's how bad it
clay-colored
is.
valley at the edge of the world. You can explore its dark passageways to discover what happened to this place and what does your arrival in the valley really mean. Magnetize has you explore
that's cool.
electromagnetic fields in a mind-bending, perspective and scale-shifting way. Starting with you just tracing the wire of a game console, things get weird real fast.
Was that an Atari? Was that an Atari I just saw?
With you just tracing the wire of a game console.
Dude, that's awesome. That is freaking awesome.
Yes, you're not gonna eat me. Yes.
I get so nostalgic when I see the Atari, man. Tell me one of your favorite games on the Atari if you were living in those ages, man. My favorite Atari game, I'm gonna say there was Pitfall. Pitfall was good. Pitfall was excellent. Kaboom, that had the little controller that you would like, the paddle that you would that would turn. Kaboom was cool. There was a Spider-Man game. I know Trip was talking about Spider-Man earlier. Spider-Man on the Activision was awesome. You would like swing on the buildings and you'd have to get to the top. Oh my goodness.
Things get weird real fast. You'll be solving light puzzles and doing some platforming to navigate through a really cool experience. It's the kind of thing that'll make you say, whoa, many times. But now onto the 3 worlds that have kind of defined this genre. These 3 worlds alone are in a kind of special place in my heart and in my imagination. And you can no doubt spend dozens of hours
I'm trying to get
with
people
them.
over there to
Start with,
Backspace.
Of course,
Go to
organism.
Backspace channel,
There
everybody,
are no
and
puzzles.
subscribe to him
There's
for
no
real.
challenge, but any direction you choose to go will in some
He's
way
3 away.
always be the right way. With a mix
Wow, that world looks amazing. I'm sorry to detract from this focus of this video, Thrill Seeker. I know you watch from time to time, and I apologize, PHIA, because we've got our own little crisis here happen on DG360 because some people can't behave. All right, Chrono. I want to say though, Backspace needs 1,000 subscribers. He's our friend here. And I wanted to stop the show, and I put the link in the chat. Go to Backspace channel for the love of God and subscribe to him and get him over 1,000. Get him over 1,000 subscribers, for God's sake. He's at 997 subscribers. Hold on. I just can't believe that he is not over 990. But he's not over 1,000 yet. He is at 990. Hold on. We got an official count on Backspace channel. 900. He needs 3 more subscribers to get to 1,000. 3 people in this stream go over to his channel, and would you please subscribe and get him over 1,000 subscribers? He has been waiting forever. Again, I want to remind you that this man is waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. More. Can you not hear? Can you not hear it? Can you not hear? Do you see him bouncing and waiting? Do you see Cookie Monster here? Do you see him tapping his thumbs? Do you see? He is waiting. He is waiting. He's almost there. He's almost there. I want you guys to subscribe right now. For God's sake, we love Backspace.
mix of massive scale differences and illusions and plays on lighting. I think I love Organism so much because without words or guns or explosions, it shows exactly why I love VR
We're
so much. It's almost an
fam.
intangible, unspeakable thing. And there's technically no real backstory. Everything you encounter, which you'll encounter a lot, is all up to your own interpretation. And I also know that whenever you go through Organism, you're going to want more. And turns out there is more. With Epilogue Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, the other two worlds I was talking about, made by the same creator, it's sort of the backstory or extension of Organism. And it's just more and more of what makes Organism so special. They all have their own unique identities. The only thing I'd really recommend here is that the next time you have a chance, set aside a good 2 to 3 hours for this and really just allow yourself to get lost. Promise you will thank me later. And you might just have a different idea.
That's
of
so
what
Inception right there. That's so Inception.
By the way, Thrill and I are collaborating on hosting a huge rave party this weekend.
Oh.
Wait, where's your outro?
It's a crossover event with
dude.
VRChat and Club Schism with Everything decked out in a summer beach
I
theme.
thought that you rewrote that because I'm the one who wrote that.
And then I know, and then you say, so don't forget to bring your swimsuit.
So don't forget your swimsuits and join the PHIA Discord to RSVP
That's
for this
cool.
event.
I like
and
that they're doing
also
events
attend
in game. That's
future
awesome.
Events. Thanks so much to
Right,
Thrill
Butts?
for
So do I.
joining
I wanna
this
show
video.
up and be like,
Don't forget
"Hey,
to go
Thrill."
check out the Thrill Seeker channel for more awesome VR content.
That's the fun thing about VR, man. Like, I gotta get in there and just like have a fun time with Thrill and PHIA, man. They come to the channel. He subscribed to our Twitch. He actually came in and subscribed to us. Thrill and PHIA are like such great, amazing people. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Here I am, just a dude under 20,000 subscribers, right? And they're like taking the time out to be with us and hang out with us. I think the coolest thing about DG360 is like tons of content creators will come in. Very famous ones. Hell, even Alan from Viva La Dirt League commented on the channel and said how fun he was having a good time looking at the reactions on the channel. So like, I love to be a home for everyone, including content creators, man. That's one place. One thing I'm always going to promise to you guys is that I want to be a home for everybody so that we can all have a good time. And it's just so fun to see these guys chill with us.
It's always fun getting to share the places that I love hanging out, and I'm definitely not being held against my will here. Help.
She's snorting. That's
Like
the
and
first time I
subscribe
heard
to
PHIA
this channel
snort.
for more content
She's
just
awesome.
like
I love
this.
her.
And of course, special thanks to my Patreon members, especially my virtual VIPs, Snake8Head, Elusive Gretlin, Black Amethyst, Dutchman 101.
All right. Well, props to PHIA, props to Thrill Seeker. They always make Tech Tuesday great. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are digging Tech Tuesday as well. There's a playlist on the channel. Go check it out if you're a fan. It's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good.